Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela. And welcome back to hashtag Decan Walk 2023. So, we are now today is the 22nd. Yesterday was the 21st, which started the brand new zodiac sign of Cancer and Decan 1 for Cancer. And I, for one, am so happy to be out of Gemini. So happy to be out of Gemini Decan 3 specifically because it was a 10-day nightmare. And the energy I can already feel yesterday, I could already feel that energy leaving and the new watery Cancer coming in, and it was just so wonderful. Even though I'm terrified of the next 3 Decans because I'm not a very emotional person, because I learned very early on, because I grew up in a very abusive home, to cut that. You're taught, whether they think they're teaching you or not, when you grow up in an abusive home, you're taught very early on to curb emotions, curb your feelings, don't show those emotions, don't show those feelings. And so I have a very hard time now as an adult showing my feelings, and even if it's like justified, I have a very hard time feeling those. So I'm a little bit nervous of going into this Decan and the zodiac sign of Cancer because, one, the only thing I know about Cancer is that my husband is a Cancer. No joke. His birthday is July 12th. And then it's a water sign. And when I think of water, I, of course, think of emotions and all that entails. And it kind of scares me because I'm not one for emotions. So maybe, hopefully, what I'm hoping to get out of the Cancer Decan 1, 2, and 3 is that learning to express myself in that way better. Learning to open up and show those emotions. Not being afraid to do those. So yeah, that's what we're in today. So in tarot, and I didn't pull it out here. I have my little book here that shows, and of course I'm following Marlena Teresa. She did her video yesterday, which was awesome. And my anniversary is tomorrow, so the 23rd of June. So it's kind of fitting that we moved into this more lover-like Decan, because we have Cancer here. There's the symbol. It is a cardinal sign, and we are in June 21st to June 30th. It is oh my gosh, forgot it. But it is the Two of Cups. Here is the tarot card for that. It's Venus, sorry. Venus, which we've seen Venus before, down here in Aries, Decan 3. So we've seen Venus before. So for the Two of Cups we have here, and it's the first Decan of Cancer. Two of Cups. It is a yes card. To me, this is more a lover's card than the lover's card is. Because to me, the lover's card is more about, and this card can be too, but the fact that there's two people willingly showing up, giving each other the cup, is kind of more of a romantic card to me than the lover's card. Because the lover's card to me is more, it can also mean self-love and self-awareness. Whereas this card, there's literally two, I mean, I have a lot of tarot decks where the lover's card, there's literally only one person. Every Two of Cups has two people, though. Or two of something. And so I find it interesting that this specific card comes in 2 days before my anniversary. Because it is all about love and partnership and showing up for that person. And here we got, for the upright position, unified love, partnership, attraction, relationships. And then in reverse, it says, I don't know why that seems very foggy. Breakup, imbalance in a relationship, lack of harmony. So it's very blurry looking. Weird. Maybe there's something on the camera. I don't know. But it is, of course, Venus and Gemini. So Venus, and that makes up the Two of Cups. So the Venus card is the Empress, which we have here, and it shows here Venus, and then our symbols here. And then we have for Cancer, sorry, the Chariot. And I find that also interesting because even though I'm a Virgo, the Chariot is my soul card. So I just found this specific zodiac sign that I'm coming into with Decan 1 very interesting, considering my anniversary's tomorrow, and this started yesterday. And then we have the Chariot to represent that zodiac sign, Cancer, of the Chariot. And then this one, it's cool because he's literally on water. That's cool. And you don't typically see that. And Cancer is a water sign. So just find that interesting. These are both water signs. And then this one I think is air. I can't remember. But anyway, this is more of a traditional RWS view of this Decan. And then we have my journey of the sacred bee with the Two of Cups here. And the keyword on here is love. And we've got Two of Cups, Cancer, and Venus. And then we have the Empress. And then we got the symbol up here for Venus. And then the Chariot. And there's the symbol for Chariot for Cancer. Or actually, that's Cancer sign. And I think they're beautiful. This is the more Thoth-based deck. This is why I always pull this deck out in case you're just tuning into my Decan walk. I always compare kind of like the RWS to this deck because this is a more Thoth-based deck. And from what I've heard, the Decans follow more of a Thoth-like thing. So that's why I always have this deck out. Plus, it always has the symbols on it. And the minors always have the main keyword for that Decan, which is love. So next we have my keeper of the sacred bee. And I didn't show you the backs of that. Beautiful. And then it's blue teal edging. This one is a purple edging backs. And this is more RWS based. So here we have the Two of Cups. Gorgeous. And there's no keywords, of course. And then we have the Empress, which I love this Empress. And then we have the Chariot. Gorgeous. And I did not grab a deck out. I don't know why that just went off. Hold on. Okay. Next we have, I want to show you guys the Tarot Oneness. Just because this is usually a first person perspective. So that's your hand holding someone else's kind of info. And I just think it's cool because it's a little bit different than what we're used to in RWS. And then we have the Empress. And then we have the Venus symbol in the trunk. And I love that. And then we have the Chariot. And you're watching the dolphins on the boat. And I think that's pretty cool. Next we have the Unfolding Path Tarot. Am I right? Yeah. And we have the Two of Cups, which is two females. I love that. It's different. And of course, it's about love. And then the Empress, of course, she's pregnant. But that's stunning. And I'm trying to find if there's any symbols anywhere that show Venus or anything, but I don't see it in this deck. But that's actually, I think it's on her belly. That's beautiful. And then we have the Chariot. That's probably one of my top 5 favorite chariots. It's stunning. Stunning, stunning card. And then we have the deck I've been working with more in depth this year for my year ahead spread, and the deck I pull out every month. is my Stolen Child tarot. So here we have the Two of Brine, which is Two of Cups. And it's just very different than anything we know. And then we have the Empress, which I think is stunning. And then probably one of my favorite top 5 chariots. Another top 5 chariot. I love turtles in a card, and I love that. I love it so hard. Okay, so last but not least, and this will be the deck I'm using in conjunction with those first two, the Journey of the Sacred Bee and the RWS here. Let me just pull these off here. Because I use the Journey of the Sacred Bee because it's got the keywords and it's got the symbols and all that. And then I try to incorporate a deck that I started doing that, I think, kind of the last Decan a little bit. Because if I feel called to a certain deck, I'm starting to pull that into the kind of rotation for that 10 days as well. And the deck, I've said since I've had it, it was a deck I got on a whim. It was a deck that I got because for the sole purpose of just trimming it. I was never planning on using it. And then I started using it, and I'm like, oh my God, this is a fantastic deck. And a lot of people say it's a very earthy, grounded deck, and I get that, and I get why. But to me, it is a very watery and emotional deck, and it holds that space for me that says, you know what? It's okay if you cry. It's okay if you're upset or sad. It's okay to let those feelings out. And for that reason alone, I love this deck. And it is one of probably 2 in my entire collection. And the other one is an Oracle that makes me feel that way. And for that reason, this will be the deck I'm using throughout the 3 Decans of Cancer. And that is the Gaian Tarot. And I have trimmed it and edged it. And it is so freaking beautiful. So beautiful. I think this is one of my best trim jobs ever, but it was also the hardest because the images go outside of the cards, or outside of the frame here, see? So I had to measure each one. The very first card I messed up, which is ironically the Chariot, and then the rest of them I adjusted. So it's not to the point where you can really tell. I know, but nobody else does, or would be able to tell really. But as we're getting to the last, love that death card. Love it. Look at that, Child of Air. We're getting down to the last couple cards here. Or did I just do with them? Did I take them out? Oh, I did take them out. This is a stunning, stunning deck. I love it. It's so hard. So, with that in mind, we have the Two of Air, or Two of Water. Love that. And I love the symbol she's got on her chest, tattooed. Just stunning. Stunning card. And then we have the Empress, or the Gardener. Love the abundance in that. Just stunning. And then we have, again, one of my top 5 favorite chariots, the Canoe. And I love that. It's beautiful. And I'm not really going to read anything. Now, I did go through my book, The 36 Secrets here, by T. Susan Chang. And I really didn't, nothing really called out to me to read to you guys like I have been. This chapter is titled The Dance Begins. And of course, I imagine like when I hear that, I imagine the movie True Lies, where he's dancing the tango with the woman at the beginning, and then at the end it's him and his wife, Jamie Lee Curtis, doing the same exact dance. I think of this tango, and then I hear Penny from Big Bang Theory telling Howard, we're not toing and froing, we're not doing anything, we're not doing a dance. So, and it makes me, really makes me think about the whole couple and lovers and things like that. So I just found it interesting. And I don't know if it's just because I'm more gearing up for my anniversary than anything, but I really don't have a whole lot to say on this Decan. It's just, And what Marlena Teresa said in her video that she did yesterday, and I have printed out the spread that she did for the Decan. I haven't done the spread yet. It's only 3 cards. And I actually am going to go to the library tomorrow and print, because I printed off at work and I only have black and white. So I'm going to go probably to the library tomorrow and print them off in color, and then make a kind of like a little book for it. So, for myself. So, with like, what do you call it? The sheets that you put it in, whatever, the protector sheets and stuff like that. Because I think it's really awesome that she's taking the time out of her busy life, I'm sure, to every 10 days come up with a new spread. And I find it fascinating. But I did want to read real quick, if I can read it. I did highlight it. This was talking about some kind of it says this dance, approach and retreat within constant engagement, is the emotional stance of the Two of Cups. Love, the Empress, set in motion the Chariot. So, and I always see the Chariot as this, and I talked about the Chariot before because, of course, the Chariot is my soul card, so I've talked about it a lot. But I've always seen the Chariot as this driving force that's going to get you where you need to go, regardless if you're tired, regardless of what happens. The Chariot gets you where you need to be. And then with the love from the Empress coming in, it reminds me of how my husband and I met. Like, I had a dream right before I met him, about a scorpion, and the scorpion turned into this man, and I couldn't see his face because the sun was in the way, but he was smiling at me, and I could feel the love, and I knew that was the person I was going to marry. And then cut to 3 years later, we're engaged, and it dawned on me in that moment, he had a scorpion tattoo on his arm, and we got to talking about it. Come to find out, I had the dream the same weekend he got the tattoo, and we hadn't even met yet. And the second I met him, it was like my soul knew who he was to me. And it was just, maybe this whole Decan is just to remind me of that love and how we met. And the fate, the Chariot, to me, is the thing that's going to get you exactly where you need to be in this moment with the Two of Cups. It's a fated moment. And I love that. It's kind of like what they say in Hollywood, a meet cute kind of deal. And so here it says, the poet, there is a line in Orphic hymn, the hymn of Aphrodite, that captures the dance of Aphrodite. The poet asks Aphrodite, whatever she is, in whatever distant paradise, to turn towards us. And then it reads in, I'm pretty sure, I don't know, is that Hebrew at the top? But then it says, in English, it says, come whether you ride your swan-drawn chariot over the sea's billows, joining the creatures of the deep as they dance in circles, or on land in the company of the dark-faced nymphs. As light-footed they frisk over the sandy beaches. And I just thought that was a very beautiful visual. And it's just beautiful. And then it just says, the Empress creates a door in the wall. Each of us encased and armored in the hard shell of our individual. This is talking about the photo here. And then skip to the takeaway. When you draw the Two of Cups, it may or may not be an invitation to romance, but it is certainly an invitation to enter a delicate, receptive mindset. Observe and appreciate the beauty in others, particularly the beauty that is subtle and hard to see. Offer to another your respect and your benefit of the doubt, for you are strangers. You may come to realize that courtesy is only a mask worn by great love, for beneath the surface, beneath what you think you know, you may find yourselves to secretly be lovers, family, fast friends, or even your very own self in disguise. And I was like, whoa, that's crazy. And that's why I've been feeling before I even entered this Decan, I'm like, I'm nervous that all these emotions are going to come forward. And I think I'm just nervous because I was trained so hardcore, you can't do this, that I didn't stop to think that maybe I should. be doing this. It's a healing Decan for me. The whole zodiac sign of Cancer to me feels almost like a healing time period for me. And I've been getting that from other readers where they're like, oh, something's coming up for you, Virgo, blah, 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 blah. And I think that's part of what my diving deep into the 3 Decans of Cancer is going to be like. So I'm excited, but I'm super nervous at the same time. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, don't hesitate to comment below. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos I have, and the spread I'm going to be coming up with, not coming up with, but doing from Marlena's Trace's video, and I will post the link to her video below as well. And that's all I got to say. You guys have a good night. Bye.